goes under the glitter and the glitz and stuff like that. So it's interesting. For for doing stuff at work and things like that, it's definitely fine. For everything that I do and what I need, I prefer to use the Windows-based machine, just because used to using programs like Putty, and that's what we use to communicate to a lot of equipment, and a lot of the proprietary software to talk to pieces of equipment like terrestrial microwave terminals and things. It's Windows based, so and that's fine. When it comes to everything else, for me, I prefer the Mac. It's just much simpler and cleaner and easier to do. But each has its pluses and minuses, and but it Windows 11. I was a little skeptical at first, but it's kind of growing on me a bit. But like I said, I only have it on one computer because I have one Intel-based machine that met the criteria, and it was like okay, and so I just loaded it on there and just tried it.
All right.
See what it does, and it's like,
All right, sounds good, and we are back.
But we're not here to talk about computers. No, we're here to talk about ham radio.
That's right. That is right. That is definitely right. So I think I'm gonna start to save to buy a rotor. Cause the TV antenna rotor, so it's for 119 US. That's like 300 and something in my kind of currency. So once I get that, but then I am still having a hard time finding out what is my true north. Did you freeze on me?
Now you're starting to pixelate a little bit, or your audio's cyborging.
Did you get my question? Did you get my question? Okay.
No, I didn't hear your question.
Oh, you didn't hear my question?
No,
Okay.
you kind of started breaking up and then you went away. Now you're back.
Okay. Now I'm fully back. Okay. Okay. There we go. All right. So I was saying that I think I'm gonna get the rotor. The rotor.
Mm-hmm.
And but then how do I know how to position it? How do I know what is my true north? Because I remember you were saying about I have to get the true north, put the rotator in true north, and calibrate and all that. How do I know where is my true north? Or am I in true north already?
There's a couple of ways. You can probably, if you had a compass, and then you got to figure out what your declination is.
The what?
So magnetic north is going to be different than true north. Or you can pretty much look on Google Maps and everything. Is you just make sure it's oriented true north. You can pretty much get a pretty good idea that you're gonna what true north is, and base that on where your house is situated. I mean, is the sidewall, what are the walls? Where are they facing? The longitudinally. It's so from the front to the back. Is that is that actually true north, or is it kind of at 20 degrees or 30 degrees? You can kind of figure that out using maps and looking at it that way. I don't rely on your, cell phones have a compass feature. Don't rely on it too much because unless you got some really good signal from a cell site, they rely on positioning from the cell towers, but we've tried to use them in remote areas, and it's like, oh yeah, this should work. It's like, no. I don't use myself. I carry a true compass in my work truck with me. So if I'm on a mountaintop and I need to get a bearing on if we're lining up a new microwave shot, then I will take the shot, putting my declination in. So here in the Pacific Northwest, we're about at 16 degrees of declination, the difference between true north and magnetic north. So you can factor that in, and then you kind of get a pretty good idea that, okay, my shot, I gotta point it at 347 degrees, and okay, boom, 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 there it is. And I go, okay, we're gonna point to these trees or whatever landmark. Especially if the guys are on the tower, I'll let them know that look for this landmark, or here I am, and then this is your azimuth that you're going to take, and then that's the starting point. So you can be off by 5 degrees. Don't forget your beam doesn't have a 1 degree beam width. That thing is going to be about like 30 degrees wide, so you just kind of get it in the general direction. So if you're off by 5 or 10 degrees, you're okay.
Okay. But then if
we're doing microwave shot, if we're doing a 6 gig microwave shot, we're dealing with 2 degree beam width, then that's another story. We want to be a little more accurate.
Okay. All right, let's see. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and share my screen. Let me show you. Okay, Google Map. Please tell me you can see my screen.
So zoom in on.
Whoops.
Wait for it to come up.
No, that's not where I live. This is where I live, right here.
Okay.
So Europe is this way.
So where the red?
Europe is this way, right?
So, okay, you're set for north right now. So you're just the short walls of the house is okay. You see the house to the top, towards the top of the picture.
Here.
Yeah, there, right there. So move your mouse just toward that corner of that house.
Here.
To the right there, just down. Yeah, here. Just down, right about there. I would say that's your true north. That corner of that house.
This corner
that the picture is oriented. So so when you set up your rotor, you set it up to where it is at north, and your indicator's north, everything, you go through the procedure. And then when you mount the rotor to the antenna, or the antenna onto the rotor, then you physically swing the antenna toward it points to that corner of that house there, tighten the bolts down, and you're pretty much right there. I mean, you're within a few degrees. I mean, yeah.
So is it this corner, like literally this corner?
Right there, yeah. Yeah, the corner of the big house, right there. You can go maybe to the left. Even the peak of the roof is close enough. The right side of the peak of that roof. You see how the four roofs, or the four sides of the roof, kind of come up to the peak? There's a right there, right where your mouse is. Yep, right there. That's pretty much true north.
Well, it's within that area. Okay, so
Yeah, so within that area, I would point the antenna when it's all said and done, and it'll be close enough.
because
Like
I
I
know.
said, you know, you got your 3 dB points on your beam width is going to be 30 degrees. So I mean,
Because I
you'll be
know.
fine,
Because
and
I.
eventually
Mhm.
that will kind of get you into the area. Really want to tweak and peak the person's signal, then you just kind of move the antenna back and forth and until you get the best signal from them. But propagation is going to change, so once you get it peaked up, then boom, you get a little QSB, a little fade in there, and then it'll dip down, then it'll come back up, dip down, and you know how
Yeah,
HF
yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. Because I know for
So
sure. For sure, here over here, you see this house.
uh-huh.
You see this house over here.
Yeah.
This is where I pointed the beam towards Europe because I know
Mm-hmm.
this is for Europe. This particular house is for Europe. This house,
So there you go.
this house over here, these two houses
That's for
are
the US.
North America or the US.
There you go.
Over here is I think the Caribbean. Over here is what's that place? South America.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
So there you go. You
Sounds
have it.
very, very good.
So you pretty much have it right now, just with the Armstrong method. But yeah, once you get the rotor in, then you'll just dial it to where the beam bearing that you need to go, and
Oh
off
yeah,
you go.
off I go. All right. I think I'm gonna say 73, but thank you so much for
Oh, you're welcome.
for being here. And let me see. You mean to tell me no one is back? Well, at least they'll watch they will watch the video, cause on
Well, yeah, you dumped them. You dropped them like
the hot
a bad
potato.
date.
So at present, I have 6 views. Wait, no. The last stream a few minutes ago, I have,
Uh-huh.
let me see how much I have. 14 views. It isn't bad. 17 minutes ago, it isn't bad.
That's
It's
the
not that
start.
bad. Yeah, it's a
It's a
start.
start.
It's a start.
Yes, it is.
The one for the 40 meter contacts, I got 105 views. That was just last week. Last week.
Beautiful.
In total, I have 2,264 views.
Excellent.
It's
Good
not,
deal.
yeah. All right.
All right, Ish. Yeah, this was fun. We'll
Sure.
have to do it again.
Sure, no problem, my friend. All right. I think I'm gonna end the stream. All right. Thank you, Steve. It's
Oh, you're
always a
welcome.
pleasure talking to you.
Same here, Ishmael.
All right.
Congratulations on working all those stations today on 10 meters. That's pretty awesome.
It's very awesome.
That's cool. It's what the hobby's all about.
Yes, sir. And tomorrow I'm gonna do another CQ 10 meter contact live stream
There you
again
go.
tomorrow. Let's see who knew. Probably it could be Japan or
Beautiful.
it could be China. You never know.
Well, get ready. Once you get you start having propagation in Japan, the Japanese operators will pounce on you. They'll be all over you.
They're
You'll
gonna be
fighting
like,
them off.
but wait, your call sign starts with a Juliet.
Oh yeah, Juliet Alpha, Juliet Golf, Juliet. Oh, there's a whole
Kilo.
bunch of different ones. Juliet Romeo, I think it was. I mean, there was a whole. It's like holy smokes.
Yeah.
They got a lot of hams.
I heard the one from Dominica. Juliet 74 Delta.
Mm-hmm. So is he on the air now?
Yeah, he is, but I could not work him because he is so close.
Yeah.
Too close. I mean, if it was on 40 meters, sure, no problem. or 80,
Well,
at least 80. But he said
yeah.
on the, if you read the same thing you sent me, he's gonna be using verticals and wire antennas.
Mm. And he's
So,
only going to be here for the week. I think he goes back on the 27th or something. So
well,
that's next week.
even better.
So, yep.
All
So
right,
capitalize on it. You
sure.
know, he's getting all the attention. Just capitalize on it and get on the air. And we'll have two stations from Dominica on the air.
Yes, yes, yes,
There you
yes.
go. Give out the contacts.
Roger, Roger.
You're a DXCC entity, so people want you.
Of course they do.
It's cool to be wanted, isn't it?
Definitely, it is. It's very cool.
Yes, it is.
All right, my friend.
Yeah, I got a chuckle when I saw the article. I was like, "Oh, he's going for a little DX vacation in Dominica," and it's like, "Well, shoot, that's Ishmael's backyard. That's his home turf."
Oh God.
That's cool. That's good. Yeah, he's out of Toronto, Canada, so I don't blame him going down to the islands. If you're going to do that, you know, get out of Toronto and head down to Dominica and go play radio.
Sure, you should visit sometime.
One of these days we might. We got Hawaii coming up, so looking forward to that trip.
All right, my friend.
So,
Now I'm
all right,
gonna say
Ishmael.
73.
All right, 7-3-ish.
73s. All right, bye bye.
All right, bye bye.
All right, bye bye. All right, we'd like to thank Whiskey 7 Hotel. What am I saying? What am I saying? We'd like to thank Whiskey 7 United Delta Italy, Steve, for hopping on the Discord and sharing, talking to us and so many exciting stuff here from him and I. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up and share the link. Share the link to get more videos to help me serve you better. Alright, tomorrow, I'm gonna be here around probably 10:30 again. 10:30 again in the morning. And so that we can make some 10-meter contacts. We're gonna make some 10-meter contacts. 10-meter contacts. Beautiful 10-meter contacts. Well, that will say 73s. And thank you for watching. Bye-bye.